Welcome back for another Minecraft episode. We are going to be building the automatic meat and carrot farm today for our. This will be built a little bit close to the barn because we wanted it to be somewhat close to be able to collect the wheat and the carrots for our cows and pigs. I didn't want it to be too close because you start putting builds together, and honestly, the fortress and the Mega Barn's a little bit closer than I'd like, to be honest. Anyway, today we're going to be working on the automatic farm. It's going to be in this area. I've done some outlining of where I want the collection spots to be, as you can see right here. It's going to be a big collection spot because we're actually going to be building a fountain, like a water fountain, where all the items are going to start shooting out from the top. I think that's going to look really cool, and then it'll be collected in chests underneath to be able to be collected by us at any given time. There's going to be a fountain over here for the carrots or wheat, whichever one we want to do. Probably put the wheat over here and the carrots over there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But there's going to be two fountains that's going to be on either side of the greenhouse. So I kind of measured that out. In the middle here, this is the direct middle of the area. And this is going to be the corner of the fountain. So we don't want it to be touching. So we're going to want it at least, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 spaces away. I think that'll be good. I mean, I really want it to have some space in between here. That way we can put some walkway or some kind of decoration in between. It's definitely not going to just be this grass in the long run here. So let's mark this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and okay. So the middle of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this is the middle. So this is going to be the front area. That's going to be the middle of the walkway. So just to kind of keep this marked out, these are just temporary blocks to mark where we're going to be putting our greenhouse building, because we're going to be putting the farm in first and then coming back and building the actual greenhouse after the fact, because what we need is some materials out of the end to be able to build it the way that I like it, and so we're going to have to defeat the Ender Dragon before I can actually finish this build. But I wanted to get this farm up and running and starting to produce some wheat and carrots for us, so we can actually have an automatic way of getting our carrots and wheat for our cows and pigs. So that's the reason why I'm going to be doing it this way. In this little area here, I kind of enclosed a couple villagers. They're all grown up. They were babies, but it's been a little bit of time. But they're all safe in here, waiting to go to work as soon as possible. They're getting a little irritated in there, so we need to give them something to do. So let's mark this out. So this right here is the center, including. So we got 1. So that's 3, 6, 7. So this is the entrance. So we need it to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe the 4th one is including the glass block. Let's gather up our materials actually that we're gonna need. So at first, what we're going to need is a couple water buckets to create an unlimited water source, some stairs, a total of 6 for the way that I'm going to be building it. The rails and the hoppers and all that's going to be going underneath the build, so we won't grab those right off the bat, but we will grab our white stained glass. We're probably going to need quite a bit of it to build the outside area. And then also, what we're going to do is we're actually going to use more stairs, because what we're going to do is make a 9x9 area put a water source in the middle, but then to divide the farms from each other, which they're going to be able to walk across and stuff, but we're going to put stairs with a water stream kind of going down the middle of it, and I think that'll make it look really nice. Alright, so from here, the entrance 1, 2, 3, and then I believe the fourth one here is the start of our farm. Sorry, I'm really trying to think this through because I do not, it's a measure twice, cut once kind of situation. 1, 2, 3. So that would be a total of 16 from the corner. So from this entrance right here, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So let's mark that. And then that should have a 3x3 area, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3. So that should be. So this should be 9 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 1 on the side. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. So there's 1 right here. This is the corner here, and that should be 1. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. All right. So now what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to want to leave a space in between here. You can have these joint together. I'm doing this because I think it helps the rail system to be a little bit more efficient, because you don't want the rails to stop, and if you put them too close together as well as make them too long, you're gonna have a bad time. And you'll be able to see what I'm talking about once we get underneath and start doing the rails. But like I said, I mean, these are all going to be different rail systems for each farm plotted area. Even though one farmer is going to be taking care of all 3 of these areas, I want 3 different mine carts picking them up. And again, you'll see what I'm talking about once we get this all built out. Alright, so here's another 9, set of 9, and then skip a space, and then do another set of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1 for the corner, and we're coming back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 for the corner, and then come back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Leave a space. Go back this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then this should come out perfect with 3, 6, 9. Perfect. Alright, so for this middle area, since we want it to be somewhat symmetrical, we're going to need all this dirt anyway. What we're going to do is, nope, not like that. We're going to do the water stream like I was talking about. And honestly, yeah, we're going to curve it. Yeah, we're going to curve it, so have the one that way, and then come around this way. And then curve it around that way. And we're going to fill this all with water. And then we're going to do the same thing for this side, but we're going to go the opposite direction. So this way. Perfect. Okay. So let's clear out some of this dirt because we're going to need it anyway to finish this all out. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on getting this farm up and running. That way one of the farmers is working. So let's do that. Okay. So now that we've got this whole thing outlined, you can add the extra block. That was just for my own sake of making sure my measurements were correct, so we can fill that all in. So now that we've got this whole thing outlined, what we're going to want to do is find the center. So you just want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the center, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's the center. So there's a 4 by 4 on each side. And then in that center space, you want to put another stair piece, and then put some water in it. That way we can actually start tilling all this ground, and it will start to saturate the soil with water, so we can actually start planting. But before we do all that, let's go ahead and get all the rest of them placed. So now that we got this, and place that. Okay, perfect. Put one water bucket in each of them. And before we get the farmer in here, might as well get all this water placed. And again, this right here is not even needed for the farm. You don't need this at all. I was doing it just to divide where the mine carts are going to go, and to make it look nice. So it's mostly just for decoration. Alright, now that we have all the water placed, what we're going to want to do is actually create where our composter and stuff like that's going to go. But I also like to put a light source in here, and a way for them to not be able to trample their own crops, basically, by jumping on it. Alright, so what I wanted to do, because I did find an ocean monument, which we will be exploring and defeating, because all I did was gather up enough to do my lanterns for this build, and then I do want to do a guardian farm here in the near future, probably in the next week or so, I'm hoping. I already have all the materials over there necessary to be able to take it out. Okay, so we are going to put the composter in the middle, right above this area. That way, one, the water's not visible, it can utilize the majority of this space. I'm going to be putting a sea lantern on top of that, just like that. That way, one, he can't jump on it and start trampling the crops. And also, we want the light source to be in here to be able to reduce the amount of mobs that might spawn in this area, because we definitely do not want any mobs spawning in this area. And then for, I think what I did, yeah, put one glowstone here, or lantern, and then I think I'm going to do that. That way it's kind of spaced out. It has a decent amount of light in here. If it looks bad later, I can replace it and fix it. It's not that big a deal. Now for this inside part, I think I'm just going to do a piece of glass and then another lantern on top of that. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to do this as the wheat farm first. So now that we have the composter available, I'm really hoping that one of these guys has seen it or recognizes it. but maybe not. Oh, I think you have to do a bed first. Okay, so what we're gonna do is put up the glass to enclose it completely. So that way when we put him in there, he won't be able to get out. Okay. Now that we have all the glass placed around here, we're gonna go grab some rails and get the farmer, or the future farmer, villager, into the farm area. So it looks like that guy is gonna be the one that's the first. So we're gonna try to get that guy to come in first. Okay. Let's just do that. Just so you can kind of shoot him in there. Yes, okay, so now that he's a farmer, we need to just break this right here, pick that up, and then till the ground, get this all ready for him. But the most important thing to do for him, and you could plant the seeds already and have that all ready. Oh crap. So apparently there's not enough light in here. That's not good. So maybe what we'll do for now, how did he get in here? What the heck, man? I don't really want to put all these torches around because I think it's tacky looking, but we'll figure it out as we go. So what we need to do is actually go over and get a whole bunch of seeds and completely fill his inventory full of wheat seeds. And you should be able to start planting these right away. Okay, he took all of those. Okay, so we need to make sure that he has more than enough, like way more than enough. So let's go see if we can find some more seeds. This is not good. I thought I had enough. So we don't want him to be able to have any inventory for bread or wheat in his inventory, as well as I was hoping to have enough to plant. Okay, perfect. There's 2 more stacks. So how is he only able to plant that many? I gave you like... Is it because it's turning to nighttime? Like what the heck? Pick those up. Is he full? Tell me he's full. Oh, please tell me he's full. Okay. If he's full of seeds, then you want to be able to plant the rest of them. That way he can't plant another one without being able to pick up the other seeds, so that way basically his inventory will be full of seeds, and so every single time he actually harvests a wheat plant, the only thing he can pick up is the seeds and plant seeds. That's the idea behind all of that. Okay. So let's test the theory though, because he should be able to harvest those, not be able to pick up the wheat, and just pick up the seeds. And let's actually get rid of his bed. And then we'll build the rail system underneath. That way we can actually start collecting all the stuff that he is getting here. See? And as you see, he's not picking up any of the wheat. He's only picking up the seeds because his inventory is full and all you can pick up is the seeds. So that's perfect. That's exactly what we want. So let's go grab our rail system and start collecting this wheat. And then I think once I collect enough seeds from this rail system, I'll plant that third section. Okay, so first off, I want to find the corner, which this is the corner, so I'm going to put it right here. Let's grab my shovel. I do want it to go out one space, that way just has enough space to breathe basically. There. Alright, so the first block is right, it's going to be right here. So for this first one, all you need to do is dig down and place your block where you need it to be, and then put a lever underneath, turn it on. And then you can just cover all this up and you're good to go for that one. Now what I recommend doing is basically making a pathway of where you're going to actually have your redstone. But you do need to know where your end, like basically the end of the train is going to be. But I mean, for this, we're going to be putting it all down the middle anyway. So we definitely want at least one track going all the way down. Okay. So let's place this, and this. And then we'll place a lever, turn it on. Lever, turn it on. Just make sure that you have it turned on so you don't have to go back down. Okay. Let's see here. Perfect. Okay, so at the end of the line, this space is going to be empty anyway, because we want to separate the rails, and it gives it enough space to breathe basically. And what we're going to do is put in one power rail here that will stop it. We're going to put a couple power rails here, and then go all the way down. And basically right there, perfect. Go back around, and before we get too far ahead of ourselves though, we need to make sure that we're putting our hopper system in, and the way that I'm going to be putting this hopper system in, I believe I'm going to do it kind of going down this way, and it'll go into where that fountain's going to be at the end, but I need it to go through all these rails so it all attaches. So what I need to do is figure out, okay, so this is going to bend over, go around, come back, bend, go this way, come back, bend this way, go back, bend this way, go back, and then bend, go this way. So this is going to be the stopping point of the rail, which is fine. So we need to put the hopper system basically going down this path right here. Yeah, that'll work. Because I don't want to lock any of the hoppers. That's my problem here. So let's just go right there. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay. And then we're just going to make a line going all the way. And of course, if you have to, you know, take them out and put them back in, you might have to do that. And then for this one right here, we need to dig down again and put our power source underneath. And make sure it's turned on. Perfect. And then now all you need to do is make your minecart hopper and put it on the system and it'll start going. Let's get to sleep before we get some creepers over here blowing this whole thing up. Can you not walk past this water stream? Yeah, I don't think he can walk across the water stream. Okay, so the way we're gonna do this is one, we need to empty this to the middle. Can you walk across this now? Yes, you can walk across now. So, now we've learned something new. Okay, so he cannot walk across the water path. Good to know. So let's empty that. This might be a challenge though, to not have water go everywhere. Okay, I think I have an idea. Okay, so what we're gonna do is put some wood planks under here to prevent any water from coming out. We are getting some seeds. Okay, I was thinking we should be getting some seeds. Yeah. As expected. 2, 3. So do is this. Perfect. There's a cow in here, great. And then what we're gonna do is put upside down stair right there, perfect. Okay, so let's fix that issue over here first. And then an upside down stair. So that way you should be able to walk through. Okay, so the next step that I'm seeing as an issue is that actually needs to go further by 1. Or did I just not go far enough to begin with? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I didn't go far enough over. That's the problem. challenge, right? See if we can do it without having the cart stop. Oh gosh. Failing. Pressure. Bam. Okay. Got it to work. Now it's in the right position. So now, what we're going to do is continue building this next area. So I will actually, instead of going underneath, I think I'm just going to do this. So we really don't need to be under here for anything, so it's not as well. And we get this one going. And then for today, I think what I'm going to do is stop at those two farms right here, wait for the seeds to gather up before I can actually finish this this last one. So I want to get onto the carrot farm before I have to take a break here in a little bit. So I'm going to try to speed through this carrot farm. Again, this is the more complex one where you have to actually give seeds to the farmer to fill his inventory. But as you can see, once his inventory is full, he will pick up only the seeds. Yeah, I mean, you're going to get a couple wheat right there in the middle. It's not that big a deal. With the amount of wheat, let's go see real quick how much wheat we've actually collected in this short amount of time. I mean, we got one wheat, seed, so not a lot of seeds. I might have to collect some of those on my own to get that third section started. But as you can see, I mean, it's a very productive farm. The fact that you don't even have to do anything and it just continues to run forever and ever without even having to worry about it. So that's kind of the plus side to that.